What is going on, YouTube? Today we have my favorite NBA DFS plays for April 18th, 2018. These are going to be my favorite plays on both Draftkings and FanDuel. So these players I personally picked to be good on both platforms. So it doesn't matter which one you do. These players are going to do pretty good on either, or at least I think so. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button because, I make lineup videos all the time. So if you want to start winning some money on DFS, definitely hit that subscribe button for me. So we're going to get right into it. At point guard, we have Darren Collison. He's definitely my favorite point guard play of the day, just because, he's mid-level price, but he's projected a pretty decent amount of points, almost 25 points, and that's about 4.4 value, which is pretty solid. Another thing I liked about Collison was the minutes he gets, about 30 a game, as well as his usage isn't too high. So definitely like Collison in this game. He's got the 23rd best position defense against him and the 22nd team best defense against him. My bad. And Draft Dashboard actually did rank him a 100, so definitely something to be noted. He's a pretty consistent player, I'd say 3 out of the past 5 games he's been pretty solid. The other 2 wasn't great, but it's better than having a complete dud. So, he's doing decent, and I think versus a bad defense, Darren Collison's going to have a good game. He probably is not going to go off for a ton, but he could definitely get around that 25 points, which would be a very good value. At shooting guard, we have Victor Oladipo. Really like this play. He's projected a lot of points. Yes, he is pretty expensive at that 9,800 mark. He is 800 less on DraftKings, so something to be noted. He gets a lot of minutes per game, definitely something I like. He's been pretty good lately, 56, 44, 46. So 3 out of the past 5 games, he's gone off basically, and I think he's going to do that again and go 40 plus in this game, just because at his position, the defense is 24th best in the NBA, and the team defense they're playing against is 22nd best in the NBA. So definitely something to be noted, as well as he was ranked a 100 as well. So whenever somebody's ranked a 100, it means their algorithm really likes them for some reason or another. So definitely take a look at that person. And before we get into small forward, if you guys are wondering what software or tool this is called Draft Dashboard. It's literally the only DFS tool I use and need. It tells you every single thing you need to know about the player. It ranks them. So if you want to start winning some actual money on DFS, I really do recommend, using the software. I will leave a link in the description if you want to do a 7-day trial of it for just $1. So then you can start winning some money for only $1. So pretty awesome stuff right there. At small forward, we have Lance Stevenson. Really like this play. His value is crazy good, at least what they're projecting. Over 5 value, projected about 22 points, and he only costs 4,300. Been pretty solid the past 3 games, you can see here. 2 of the past 3 have been really good, 39 and 37, so pretty solid. And even 16 at this price point, that's about a 4 value, which isn't amazing, but it's also not a terrible game. His usage is a little bit more than I would like, but across the board, it's probably lower than most people. As well as, like I said, he's been doing pretty good lately, and he's got a bad defense at the position and team-wise against him. So I think Lance Stevenson can definitely, go for that 20, maybe even 25 points tonight, just versus a bad defense. So I do like that play. At power forward, we have Domantas Sabonis, however you say it. Pretty cheap option here. I try to keep it varied between cheap and expensive. His value isn't crazy good, but none of the guys on here's value is really good except for Derek Favors, which I don't like in this matchup, and Carmelo, which I don't like in this matchup. So this was the next best guy for me. He's been pretty solid lately. 15, 27, 51, 22, 31. So 4 out of the past 5 games, he's been amazing, at least for his price point. And then the other game, he was, not bad. So I do like this play a lot. I think he's going to have another 20-plus game versus a not very good defense. 21st at the position, 22nd at the team. So I do like this play at power forward, a little bit of cheaper option, but I think he is going to score 20-plus points, so we'll get good value out of Domantas. All right, and at center, we have Miles Turner, 4.89 value, projected almost 27 points, and he only costs 5,500. For a guy that scores a good amount, his usage is pretty low, and his minutes are really high. So really like that. Let's see his past couple games. Not too great, honestly. Just the last game out of the past 5 have been good necessarily. But I think today he's gonna have a good game, and the bad games helped his price go down. So you don't always look at that as a bad thing, because as we all know, Miles Turner is a pretty solid player, and that's not usually what he's like, because at the defensive position, 21st, team defense 22nd, and he was ranked at 100, and his season value per point is very low, meaning that Miles Turner is undervalued all the time. So I do like Miles Turner in this matchup versus Cleveland, and I think he's going to be a good play, probably your best bet at the center position. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you are interested in Draft Dashboard, like I said, the link for a 7-day trial will be in the description.